Arturas karnisovas and the Bulls front office had a press conference. He said a lot of things that make sense. But Arturas, are you finally serious about these Chicago Bulls? We shall see. And then DeMar DeRozan has been reportedly offered a $40 million per year contract for 2 years. Ha! Yeah, I know we're going to talk about it and break it down. But you got to hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shot Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys of Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, CDubb. What up, boy?
What up, though? What's the
Hey, if y'all tuned in with us today, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well. CDubb, the guy that's running a whole show for our Chicago Bulls, Arturas karnisovas, had a end of the season press conference, and he had some things that I was kind of surprised at. My guy went on one of the quotes that we took from the interview. He AK goes on to say, going into free agency, I think we're going to be pretty aggressive the way that we showed before going into the draft to free agency. And then he said, we obviously cannot roll with the same team again and expect different results. So we definitely understand that even with some of the positivity, the clutch wins and overtime wins, we're still at 39 and we're playing, and we somehow have to generate an additional 10 wins. What? And my Stone Cold Steve Austin fan voice. Even with injuries that we suffered this year, I think we need to change things. CDubb, what is your initial reaction to that?
about damn time. You like an hour late. You know that person that always late to the party, bro. Damn, AK, you late to the party, bro. We damn near about to go home, bro. You late. We all did all the drinking. We did all the eating, the little snacks, all the rest of the curricular activity, and you just getting to the party, bro. Um, but let's just be honest and just be, because we don't have the control over it. It is his job. Let's just be happy that he's finally seen the light. How about that? We happy that he finally seen the light. If he's not gonna see the light through that turbulent season right there, he will never see it. He's the Stevie Wonder of the front office of the NBA. He won't be. He can't look. You can't see what's going on. But the Chicago Bulls front office, mainly AK, has finally had enough of this team. I say, good for you. Good for you that you can finally open your eyes and look out from your luxury suite in the United Center and see what the hell we've been frustrated about for the last couple years. Congratulations.
I mean, it sound cute. It sound cool. But talk is cheap. You feel me? I mean, at the last season, he was saying that it's my job to try to bring a championship to Chicago. And what he do? Go get Javon Carter. Go pick up Torrey Craig. You can't tell me those were championship winning moves. You refuse to trade certain players because it's always about what deal that you feel is best. But some of the stuff that was leaked out, it sound like you was trying to just overvalue everybody. There's gonna have to be when you make these deals, you're not gonna win them all, but you can get some things back to make sure that you're secure enough. So yeah, I'm glad that he finally said, you know what I'm saying, that this group ain't gonna win nothing. He's pretty much what he said. I'm happy that he got to that point, but I still got to look at what you said to us last year and this past offseason when you picked up Javon Carter and Torrey Craig, and you really didn't do much when it came to trying to change the structure of this team. You say you wanted to change the shot profile. Yeah, you brought in Peter Patton, and you seen a few guys, you know what I'm saying, become more consistent and like Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu. But the shooting profile for the team, you're still at the bottom of the league in attempts per game. So, yeah, it sounds good, but I need some more action behind that.
And I want to ask you a question. Did you get a little whiff of AK trying to be like Ryan Poles? Look, and then looking this way, he like, we will evaluate everything. I haven't heard him say that in 3 to 4 years since he been here. He
Okay.
said we gonna evaluate anything, and that came after somebody asked him about the assistant coaches, the coaches under Billy Donovan, and he was like, well, like I said, we're gonna evaluate everything. That's a Ryan Poles line and move. Do you agree with that?
I mean, that's how you should be approaching this offseason because absolutely everything should be on the table. Even that bad contract you gave Nikola Vucevic. As right now, it's a bad contract. He's not lived up to what we paid him for. He's not living up to the money. And when you say you evaluating everything, like I said, I really hope he is evaluating everything because Mo Cheeks has been Cheeks for years. He's
Yeah,
ass as an
yeah.
assistant coach. What has he done? Nothing. I mean, I like Chris Flemings, but this is the same team, bro. Change has got to happen. If you trust to believe that with a better roster, that Billy Donovan can coach this team to some success, like you said, AK told us in this press conference that we got to give Billy Donovan a better team. So that tells me that you trust Billy enough that he gonna be able to carry us to the promised land. Now, so where is the other deficiencies at? Is that within your coaching staff as well now to see how you can get guys in better position? Okay, cool. Show me. Go find some young, you know what I'm saying, proven guys. They don't necessarily have to be young, but give me some more experienced guys up in here to help change this culture because right now I can't pinpoint a culture for the Chicago Bulls right now. Right now, they're bipolar. They've been bipolar for the last 2.5, 3 years. Figure it out.
And also, this man talked about um uh going over the salary cap and justifying going over the salary cap in a meeting with the owners of the Chicago Bulls. He said, if I can justify that we have a fourth seed and up competing team, that's good enough to go over the luxury cap. Now, I said that to say this. This man, the first thing that came out of his mouth when they said, when did this start to tailspin to go out of control? He said, injury start with Lonzo Ball. Then he said, we gonna evaluate Lonzo. They asked him what's the status on Lonzo Ball. We gonna keep him, or I'm paraphrasing a little bit, and he said we gonna see where he at. He's been prevailing. He said all positive things. So I say that's to say this, nephew. There's still a chance that we can have some continuity in here, bro.
I mean, like,
Yeah, I
keep
think
it a
if
buck
Lonzo
though. You gotta keep it a buck
let
though. You gotta hope that Lonzo can come back because nobody's gonna trade for him right now unless they feel like they're gonna use him as a salary dump because he's on that last year of his contract. Other than that, I see no reason for somebody to trade for him. It has to be a team that's like, fuck it, we done, we gonna blow it up. Maybe like a Atlanta. I don't know. That's just a team I'm just throwing out there. So don't take it for whatever it is. But if Atlanta was like, yeah, we just gonna blow it up, we gonna blow it up, and we gonna go with either Trey Young or DeJounte Murray, but we gonna make a lot of changes. We'll take on Lonzo Ball's contract as a salary dump, so the following year we'll be able to be decent. But I imagine that's gonna come with some type of young player and some type of draft capital involved, depending on who the Bulls want in return. So I don't know.
I, I just think that
I've been off the Lonzo Ball is coming back train.
me too. But I think they think he's they Mighty Mouse, they Superman, they Batman, that he can come and save the day. That's what I'm getting from AK when he's sitting up there. I
For
might
sure.
be wrong, but I think that's his cape right there. He hope he comes to save the day, bro. Do you
Right.
feel like his job is in jeopardy, AK right here?
I don't feel like his job is in jeopardy. That's just how
You,
I'm looking at it. I
yeah,
don't.
I
I
don't see
really
it.
don't. I don't. Even though the production hasn't been there, I don't feel like his job is in jeopardy. I don't.
Oh, then you think
But
he's being upfront and honest that he's tired of this team. Paraphrasing once again, he tired of this team, and he's absolutely going to make big changes this coming offseason. Do you believe that then?
I hope so because the last quote I was going to read that I feel like was a big one is when he said this group, something doesn't work. I've got to find ways to find a group that's going to make improvements because we've done that for a couple years now and it hasn't worked. So everything is on the table. So bro, again, it just comes back down to the show me. Like the lip service has been good from players, from coaches, from you, from your guy that's under you, and Mark Eversley. It all has sounded perfect. Y'all know how to come to a mic and say everything that's right and everything
Yeah,
the Bulls fans want to hear. But the actions haven't matched up these last few years. I'm
yeah,
anxious to see what moves are you going to make. Is Zach LaVine now really going to be gone? I think he should. I mean,
hmm
if you come up with a plan that's gonna make a lot of sense to where he can stay, cool. But I don't think it's gonna work because he don't want to play for Billy Donovan. So you got to move that. What's gonna be what's gonna let me know, CDubb, that he really about that is if you come up with a deciding decision for Nikola Vucevic. That's gonna let me know because you can trade Zach. I believe he's gonna get traded this summer. But the
yeah.
one guy that you pay, and I believe he is just bad now. Good GMs realize when they make bad decisions. What is your decision when it comes to Nikola Vucevic? Do you say, hey, we're going to keep Nikola Vucevic here, but he going to ride the bench? Or do you say, hey, we're going to trade him for pennies on the dollar just to get him up out of here and we can change our team? That's what's going to be the deciding factor for me.
I'm not even counting Zach LaVine because he's already out the door. He's already got one foot out the fucking door.
For
I'm
sure.
talking about if you really talking that shit, you had said exactly right, nephew. If you really mean what you saying, you start with Nick Vooch and you start with DeMar DeRozan because that's that's the core we've been dealing with this for, and we about to get on another subject in a minute about DeMar, but yeah, let me see what you talking about. Do something with Nick Vooch in this offseason, and then I can believe you. But Zach LaVine, you can't just get rid of Zach LaVine, come back the next season. We
And say we did
evaluated
something.
and we blamed it. It was all on Zach. Didn't play. What he played? 20 games, 25 games. He ain't
He
got
didn't
nothing to
play that
do with
much
it.
this year.
So he ain't got nothing to do. So that ain't gonna be enough. So you know what you got to do. Nick Vooch and DeMar DeRozan, make a decision with them. You absolutely right, nephew.
Facts. So y'all let us know y'all thoughts and everything below. But now we move on. CDubb, it's being rumored that DeMar DeRozan was offered a 2-year contract for $40 million per year
That's got to
with
be a
the
lie.
Chicago Bulls. But DeMar DeRozan is reportedly wanting more years on that contract. How are you looking at that rumor?
I'm looking at that rumor. Don't believe them rumors. Rest in peace to Cooper. I just don't believe them rumors though. That can't be. But it's from KC, right?
KC, I believe he the one that put it out there.
Bro, that's insane. Insane, bro. He just made 25. Did you think he made a $15 million improvement, nephew?
I would say improvement for the team, no. But I think it's gonna come down more to what he's doing on the basketball court.
I
I think it's gonna be from the leadership that he's shown, the consistency he's shown, and hell, he's been the most consistent bull these last 3 seasons.
Look here, man. If you pay this man DeMar DeRozan $40 million per, I'm not saying try to make him an offer. That's not even what I'm saying. Don't make him an offer, but it gotta be rational. $40 million is just not rational. Why would we do that? You see, we ain't hear no news about it until the season is over because that is the stupidest thing I ever heard. Now we got some young kids out there playing on low team friendly contracts in Kobe and Ayo that's going to be needed to be dealt with in the near future. We got Patrick Williams who definitely need a contract extension this offseason. And you talking about paying DeMar DeRozan, although he probably was our most, I put him up there with Kobe White. Make take your pick. You could add Ayo Dosunmu, one of the consistent players of the season, especially after the half, but you just can't just go and throw throw money away. That's crazy, gang.
I don't
That's
think it's a
crazy.
throwaway. I mean, like I understand that side of it, but my side of it is if you're doing 2 years, it lines up perfectly with what Kobe and Ayo will have left on their deals. DeMar DeRozan has came out to say he don't want to play 20 plus years in the NBA. We don't know how true that is. Times change, decisions change. He could probably still feel like he wants to give more to the game. But if you say, hey, DeMar DeRozan, and he's like, hey, I'm going to get this thing 2 more years, I retire Chicago Bull, I'm all for that. I think that as long as it doesn't extend past that 2 years, you should be good. You should be fine. because I believe, again, he's going to give you what he gives you offensively. It's not always going to be the best, but he is one of the closers and one of those key guys that you can utilize in the fourth quarter. And I just think it's more so the money that you got to try to get rid of. It shouldn't have to involve him. But as long as that deal is for 2 years, to where in 2 years you can get it off your books, and we hope that Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu takes that considerable step forward, you won't have to allocate any more money to DeMar DeRozan. He'll be off your books, and you can reload with your 2 young guys. But if it goes past that, I'm all against it. But if it's just for 2 years, I'm all for it, because I think that they will need that continued veteran presence to continue to mold out the team. I do think that still needs to be other changes, but I will be okay with DeMar for only 2 years. I want to make that clear. 2 years. If it goes beyond that, I'm against it.
Well, you made a very good comment, nephew, but you very sneakily and very craftily didn't mention the $40 million per year. What do you think about the
I
$40
said
million?
that.
No, you didn't. I've been
I
listening
said
to
if
you.
you paying him $40 million for 2 years, I'm cool with that. Now, if you extending past that, it's a problem. I'm cool.
You a nice ass guy,
How am
nephew.
I a nice guy?
$15 more million for DeMar DeRozan. We'll never be a better team. We can use that 15 million. I think he's worth about 25 million for to be on this team. You give him what to go
So
up to
what's the max
26,
dollar? 30?
27.
The
Nope,
max dollar
not
you
even
giving
30.
him is 30? Or you
I
trying
go
to re-up him for
27,
another
28.
25?
27, 20, 25 is my target, bro. You ain't finna pay this man $40 million. That's crazy. And you trying to improve your team, and you gonna dump some more bucks in one player that you was paying less for in a disappointing season. Sure, he had a great individual year, especially after the half. But as a team, how can you justify giving somebody a raise on this team? If it's not a person that wins an award like a Alex Caruso or Kobe White, you cannot justify giving anybody on this team a raise on this team. It doesn't make any sense.
Fair enough. I said I believe I could see that perspective too. But if it did come down to it, I wouldn't be too upset about it. That's just how I'm looking at it. But I understand that point, and it's
What
valid.
happened to my nephew, bro? I
It's valid.
appreciate him. What happened to my nephew, bro?
It's valid. I
Bro, he
believe
used
it's a
to.
valid point. But you gotta, bro. It's sometimes you gotta pay a little more to get what you need.
Okay, but look, okay, just give it to him 40. Okay, now you got to bring the same team back. Got to
No, you
bring them
don't.
back. Or you gonna make some trades, and you're not gonna get what you really want. People gonna have you. They're gonna have the best of the situation, bro. So it don't make any sense. You're not gonna get what you really want, bro, because you ain't gonna have the assets. You're not
I
gonna
mean,
have the
but
assets.
the plan here is to develop these young guys. That's what we need to see. Like, we can continuously dump money on free agents, but let's keep it a buck. The Bulls ain't getting the best free agents out there. They not, because of the temperature of the team, because of the organization. That has nothing to do with these players. The Bulls, to keep guys in here, they gonna have to overpay a little bit. That's just
Well,
what it's gonna have to come down to.
is that what you saying? And is that your route to getting better, nephew? It's just to
It's
overpay
not the
for
route
it?
that's why you only allowing and allocating money to that player. I want to see younger guys come in here and continue to grow. I think the major issue for the Chicago Bulls is their lack of size and shooting. I
Yes.
don't think he takes away from that,
Now he just
because
he just
he's
don't take
he
away from nothing now, nephew. He don't
I
take
mean,
away from
he takes things away that you absolutely see as a problem on the defensive end.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What
But
about the
as an
offensive end?
offensive
What about
player,
the offense?
at the offensive end, this is a guy that can still close a game for you.
What about the frustrations that you forget about the frustrations of DeMar DeRozan
No,
on the offensive end? You just
no,
dismissing it? Okay.
no. We would never dismiss it. But because we can't dismiss how Kobe White dropped 42 and came out in this game and couldn't do absolutely shit in the
That's
last game.
fair.
Same
That's
thing with
fair.
Ayo Dosunmu. He was electric against the Atlanta Hawks, and he was okay against Miami. It's the same thing. But I think that the problem is why it's not working well enough is because of the 4 spot and the 5 spot. We starting Javonte Green at a 4 spot. Ain't this guy like 6'4"?
Yes.
So why is he
Oh,
playing a 4? And if you putting Alex Caruso at the 4 spot, what, 6'5", 6'6"? You still
It's
lacking
still stupid.
size. And then you have the thing that we harped on when it came to Nikola Vucevic is he's a big ass dude with hella offensive talent, but it's not good enough because he's not an athletic big. He doesn't change shots at the rim. He can't move his feet on pick and roll. He can't defend the perimeter. If he steps out and try to defend the pick and roll, he's always in drop coverage and he never steps up. And if he does step up, his feet too slow. They move right past him. I think that the Bulls need to really, really fix what's going on between the 4 and the 5, and then you start to adjust because you've seen the last few seasons, the adjustment, the focus has been on guards. They've drafted guards and wings and picked up guards and wings. Where is the investment for the big man? That's where it needs to be shifted to. So, like I said, valid point. You definitely, nobody deserves a raise. I agree with that. But if it comes down to it, it's something I wouldn't be 100% with the move, but if it's for 2 years, the timeline matches up.
Okay, nephew. I guess I'm not agreeing with you. I don't want to pay this man $40 million, but I guess, dude.
Is his
AK,
40 million?
if he do,
Is he worth more? Is his 40 million? Let me phrase this correctly, because Zach LaVine gets 40 million a year, right, or something around that. DeMar DeRozan has earned his 40 million per year more than Zach LaVine.
Can't pay two of them $40 million.
That's why one of them getting up out of there. That's why one of them getting up out of there.
Ain't no fucking look at the shit storm we in, nephew. It's just all messed up with this team, bro. With this roster, with the front office, with the coaching. It's just all just gray and fuzzy. It's just fuzzy, bro. It's like TV. We need to smack the TV, bro, to clear the screen, bro. This team, bro. Gonna be a very interesting offseason.
For sure. We're gonna see what's up though. Anything left?
Nah, man. 40 million crazy, bro.
It is. Hey, you gotta take it for what it is. That's it from us today, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that comment box and let us know, and hit that like button and subscribe before you go. Make sure you go ahead and tune in and lock in. But that's it from us today. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.